we will never, ever be apart.
Listen, Danny, I appreciate you going to bat for me like that. I guess I owe you one, huh?
Forget about it. Keller's on edge like the rest of us.
Oh, yeah, we really lost it when I told him. Look, all we gotta do is return the stuff to property. They don't keep track of it. They never know what's missing. We wipe the slate clean. I mean, who needs that kind of pressure, huh?
Hey, I told you, don't worry about it. I'll smooth things out with Land, and then we'll talk about it. It's getting cold out, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you okay to drive?
Oh, yeah, yo, I've driven worse than this. Listen to me, some cop, huh? Well, listen, where you parked?
A couple blocks down on South Street.
Well, come on, I'll give you a lift.
No, I'm gonna walk.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you later.
Hey, well, Danny,
What?
everything's gonna be all right, huh?
Don't worry, Tony. Everything's okay.
You okay? What the hell are you doing in this part of town anyway? You... Hey!
See? I worked out an abbreviation for the express stuff. You wouldn't believe how much we can cut down on congestion.
Oh, I believe it. But don't you ever get tired, Pascal?
Only when I stop.
Look fine, Joe.
Oh, I hate these guys. They travel in packs like sharks.
It's a room full of reporters.
Easy for you to say.
Relax, you're not running for office. Or are you?
Well, let's just say that putting a cop killer away right now wouldn't hurt my career any. Wish me luck.
Next
All right, I'm going to read a statement, and then after that, I'm not at liberty to answer any questions. Oh, come on. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Last night, Curtis Jackson was arrested and charged with the murder of Vice Squad Detective Tony Parada. Ballistics has confirmed that the handgun that was found in his car was the murder weapon. The district attorney has set a preliminary hearing date, and we have every reason to believe that justice will be served in a fair but expeditious fashion. That's all, folks.
Oh, come on, just can you at least give us an idea about the hearing?
I'm sorry, I handled the case
What is the general?
I'm sorry,
What is the general reaction been to this killing in the precinct? One or two more questions.
Well, how'd I do?
Watch out, City Hall.
He was my partner 8 years, you son of a...
Hey!
How the hell could you do it, Danny?
You ought to thank me for doing your dirty work.
Come on! Back off! Both of you! Now, I'm sorry, Lane, but Danny only did what he had to. Now, you know how Tony was, especially the last couple of weeks. He would have blown it for us. All of us. Anyway, it's over with. Now, if you're gonna blame Danny, you might as well blame me, too.
What about Jackson?
Well, we got him cold. Murder weapon, motive. All we have to do is sit tight and let the system do its thing. He was a punk. Whatever he gets, he deserves.
Look, Lane, I want you to know I only did what was necessary. Tony was a good man. What we are talking about is $100,000 here. This month and every month from now on. Thanks, son.
Thank you.
Lane? I'm so sorry about Tony.
Yeah, Maggie. Me too. I'm listening. The wrong man. You saw the killer. The killer was a white man. It's good that you came to me. Don't be afraid. You're not alone. I promise.
When Laura first came to us, she was only a child. Alone, frightened. Her parents had abandoned her in the park. I suppose they wanted a normal daughter. But there was a friend, a helper, who brought her to us, where it was safe, where she could know love. remember, in the beginning, she used to collect things. Keep them on her bedside table. Alarm clocks, bells, buzzers. And she would hold them close to her ear, feeling the vibrations, trying to hear the stolen sounds. It broke my heart.
And you became her teacher.
I became her friend.
Can she speak? At all?
She speaks with her hands. Beautiful language.
And she told you that she saw this murder.
How can she be sure it wasn't the same man?
The man she saw was not a black man.
Vincent, the evidence they have against him is overwhelming. Is she positive?
She's not mistaken. She knows what this might mean.
Coming forward to tell her story.
Yes?
I'll do everything I can to make that unnecessary. But Vincent, I don't think there's any other way.
I understand the problem enough to know it isn't ours.
Does our world exempt its people from moral responsibility?
No, it offers them sanctuary from an impossible madness, especially those who most need to be protected, like the girl.
Laura is no longer a girl.
She's still vulnerable. Exposing her to something like that? Vincent, here we've given her a chance to heal.
And to hide. I know Laura's pain. When she first came here, her soul was broken, and our love helped it to mend. But the time will come when she will need to grow beyond all of this. Beyond us.
You think that time is now?
Without Laura's word, Catherine has no case. An innocent man goes to prison. That should mean something to you.
Our priority is still to Laura.
Before you said the problem was not ours. Well, neither is the decision.
Now, that's a new one on me. Since when does the DA's office go around trying to get people off? I know. That's some kind of new psychology, right?
How long were you out of prison?
Almost a year.
Your parole officer tells me you were meeting regularly.
Every week, man. And I also help little old ladies cross the street. And I go to church every Sunday and repent my sins.
Let's get this straight. A man who sells drugs to kids doesn't deserve to see the light of day, ever. You tell me you're rehabilitated. Congratulations. But if it were up to me, I'd have buried you. Now, I am here because I don't believe you killed Detective Parada. And I want to find out who did. And you are going to help me.
Yeah, a lot of good that'll do.
Tell me about the threats you were supposed to have made against Parada.
Look, man, it was a long time ago, and it was stupid. I mean, he was a cop who busted me. I was mad. And I said some stupid things, you know.
How did that gun get in your car?
How the hell do I know? Somebody put it there.
Any ideas? Who?
What do you want, a list?
Yeah. That's exactly what I want.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a Detective Keller.
Third desk right back there. The guy in the striped shirt.
Thank you. Detective Keller.
That's me.
I'm Catherine Chandler with the District Attorney's Office.
How you doing?
I'm sorry about Lieutenant Parada.
Yeah, me too. Have a seat. Yeah, 8 years is a long time. Do you have anything to do with nailing Jackson?
Yes.
I appreciate it. We all do. Believe me, it's no small consolation.
Detective Keller? I don't believe Curtis Jackson killed your partner.
What are you talking about?
We may have an eyewitness.
What eyewitness? Who says Jackson didn't do it?
I'm sorry, I'm not at liberty to disclose that.
Jackson killed my partner. He had it out for Tony. Everyone knew it. They just about caught him in the act.
Yes, I know. He says he was set up.
Look, I'm sorry I feel off. It's just, you know, you come in here, you lay this on me like a ton of bricks. Now I don't know what to think.
I understand. If you have a few minutes, I'd like to ask you some questions about recent cases, anybody else who might have had a motive. Just preliminary, but it might give me a place to start.
Sure. Got a few minutes.
Okay.
Father and I have talked for a long time. The decision has to be yours, Laura.
Nora, this place, our world, means different things to different people. For some, it's a place of healing and safety. To others, it's our home. But all of us reach a point when we have to decide for ourselves what this place means to us. Perhaps now is your time to decide. If you go away, can you come back? Of course, you can come back. You can always come back if you decide to leave.
I can't tell you what to do, but you are strong, Laura. Your life has made you powerful in ways you can't even begin to imagine.
If I can't. Sorry, Vincent.
If you can't imagine her strength, how does she know it's true, Laura? You know by learning, by following what your heart tells you is right, by going where you need to go.
Chandler, you got a second? Excuse me. Just what the hell do you think you're doing?
Let go of my arm, Joe.
No, you answer me. You know, Kathy, I don't understand you. Yesterday, everything is beautiful. We close a major investigation like in a textbook, and today I find out you've been sniffing around behind my back.
Joe, I only waited so I could bring you something solid.
What?
I'm having second thoughts.
Why didn't you come to me yesterday with your second thoughts?
Because yesterday I didn't know there was a witness. There was a witness, Joe.
Come inside. Can you produce this witness?
Not yet.
You know, Kathy, I've been at this game a little longer than you. And we got a cop killer here cold. Open and shut case, and you're blowing it.
What about due process, Joe? What about reasonable doubt? Or do you want me to just go out and hang Curtis Jackson now and save you the trouble?
You still don't get it, do you? Jackson killed a cop.
And if he's innocent, does that make a difference? Does it make a difference?
Kathy, leave this alone for your sake.
My sake.
Isn't there some sort of hidden agenda here we're not talking about? Like how the truth might make for an embarrassing press conference.
You know, my father was a cop. Up in the South Bronx. 52nd Precinct. He was getting off from work one morning. Two guys jumped him. They took his gun and his watch. And they slit his throat. Yeah. And they left him there to bleed to death. There was no arrest. Nobody went to trial. They were 14 years old. So was I.
Joe! Oh.
The only thing worse than a cop killer is somebody who covers up for one. Back off.
Vince, don't go. I need you close.
I'll watch over you. Don't worry. Sleep now. Still change your mind. Try not to worry. You'll be safe. I'll be near. The woman I told you about is waiting. Yes. Catherine. You have yourself to thank, yourself to be proud of. Sometimes, events in our lives can show us what we've known all along. This last year, I felt in you a need to see beyond these tunnels and chambers. You've known inside yourself that it was time. Until we see each other again, I will miss you as well. I love you too.
Laura, I...
don't you start by telling us what you saw in your own words?
I saw somebody kill a man.
And where did you see this happen?
It was on Cedar Street, near the corner of Edgemount.
Would you describe for us what you saw?
There were two men. One had a gun, and I saw him reach inside the car, shoot the other man.
Well, I'm sorry. Would you repeat the last part about the car?
A man who was shot was sitting in the car.
Joe, that information has not been made public yet. There is no way she could have known that Parada was killed in his car. I think we got the real thing here. Okay, Laura, why don't you start from the beginning?
I was walking along, looking through the garbage can for clothes that I might like. As I looked up, I saw the man fire the gun into the car. The man shot.
You did great. Really, no jury in the world would ignore that testimony.
Excuse me, you Catherine Chandler?
Yes.
Call for you.
Who is it?
Your office? Take it over there if you want. Line 5.
Phone call. Sit right here. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Hi, Mary. Give it to me right now. Come on, lady. Come on, let's go with
Don't blame yourself, Catherine.
What could be safer than a police station?
The blame rests only with those who have Laura.
I don't know what to do.
I've told the police. That's all you can do for now.
They don't even have an idea where to start. She could be anywhere. She could...
Don't even think of it.
I have to go back. Please, Vincent, just take me back.
What do they say?
There's a message from Pascal. Come with me quickly.
I don't believe this. What are we doing?
Only what's necessary. Nothing more, nothing less.
Why didn't you tell us there was a witness?
What difference would it have made? I'll tell you. 0. We'd be right where we are now.
Will you tell her to shut up?
Hey, don't talk to me like that. Stop that!
No, Pascal.
I put out an emergency all-quiet signal.
Was it Laura?
Yeah, we think so. It was Outpost 6 that picked up her SOS when the tapping stopped.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Wait.
Maggie and the kids are out of town until tomorrow, so the time is now.
No way I'm gonna let you do this. Jay, look at her. She's just a girl. What is she? A year older than Nancy? 2? Shut up!
I'm getting just a little damn tired of having to sugarcoat everything for you. It's not my responsibility. You wanted in on this from the beginning, just like the rest of us, for all the same reasons. You got a wife, kids, car, mortgage payments, all weighing heavy on a cop's salary. Am I right?
That's it. They found her. She's in Brooklyn.
Kill the girl, blood's on your hands.
You know the law as well as I do. It's on all our hands.
No, not this time. I'm leaving.
You're going nowhere.
Stop me.
Forget it, man.
You should have let me.
Oh, come on, you're talking crazy.
Yeah, what's he gonna do now? Go to confession?
I'll go get him.
Nah. Take care of him later. After we're done here.
What the? You got a flashlight?
Yeah. Keller.
Come on, Danny. Let's do it.
Joe.
Hi. Could I talk to you for a second? Listen, I'm sorry about what happened, Kathy. I know it's been tough on you. I didn't make it any easier.
No, you didn't.
I let it get personal. I was stubborn. I was wrong.
Apology accepted.
Great.
About your father, Joe.
No, listen, I had no right to bring that up when I did.
You had every right. And I'm glad you told me.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Listen, I'm late for my weekly report.
You might be interested to know Jackson's being released today.
What about the Keller interrogation this morning?
He's glad it's over. 2 kilos of cocaine we recovered from Yates's basement. They're from the Ricardo bust last month, which both sets of partners were on.
Huh. So when Parada got cold feet, Yates killed him, set up Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Simple enough.
Only Yates didn't count on your witness being there. Speaking of which, where did you find that witness?
I didn't. She found me.
I don't think Father has reconciled himself. All he sees is that he's losing one of his family.
But he won't try to stop Laura from coming up.
No. That's not our way.
Where is she now?
Below. Gathering her things for tomorrow. A helper will meet her and care for her. Till the time comes when she can live on her own.
What she did took great courage.
Laura is a remarkable person. She feels everything deeply. She embraces life. It's how she survives.
You're worried about her coming up into the world.
Her strength is her vulnerability.
I think she'll be fine, Vincent. I really do. She had a great teacher.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
We will never, ever be apart.
my grandson and his fiancée. May the new year, the year of the dragon, be a joyous one to both of you. A time of new beginnings and reaffirmation of old traditions. We welcome you into our family, Lin Wang. Please give my best regard to your grandfather. This will be a union of two proud families whose bloodlines will intermingle into a fine grandchild.
歡迎各位，恭賀新禧，新年快樂。Thank you, grandfather. We appreciate your good wishes and your plans for our future. You will have your grandson.
好仔啊，好孫仔。
Are you all right? You look so pale.
純粹 just a nervous bride, that's all. It's a quality to be admired in an age where tradition holds so little value for most young people. And that is why your union means so much. It is very important. Never lose sight of that, my children.
Find yourself a new girlfriend, Henry. We don't want to have to come back here again. Understood? That's good, Henry.
It's been 20 years since I first prescribed these herbs for your father.
I remember coming here as a child.
Yes. Long before Lynn came to live with me. I'm so pleased you became friends with her.
I've cherished her friendship and yours.
You think you're fooling me, don't you?
No.
The way you behaved tonight, it was unacceptable.
I was only nervous, as your grandfather said.
In the future, you will smile when you're expected to smile. You will show your gratitude. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I know you're still seeing pay, and it must stop. Our marriage is very important to my grandfather, which makes it very important to me.
What happened? Who did this to you?
Nothing, forget about it.
It was Peter's friends, wasn't it?
They tore up the restaurant.
I'm sorry. I love love you.
Did they make the announcement?
Jane did at dinner tonight. Grandfather's agreed to the wedding date.
When?
3 weeks.
Then we'll leave tonight, now.
We have nowhere to go, and if we do run away, what happens to Grandfather?
They won't hurt him. You've listened to too many of your grandfather's stories. Those people don't rule the world.
They rule our world.
No, we're a part of each other. Nothing else matters. We'll find a way to be together. I promise.
I'll see you again soon.
Oh, Lynn, how did it go with you?
Why must it be this way? You know I don't love him.
Please, let's not talk about it now. We have a guest.
Vincent,
What has made you so unhappy?
hasn't my grandfather told you I'm to be married?
A wedding should be a time of joy.
Not in Chinatown.
Lynn. I should have told you before. Lynn is to marry Peter Chang, grandson of one of the most powerful men in Chinatown.
She does not love him.
Well, perhaps she will learn to love him. It's going to be a good marriage. I've known Chang Lo-Ye for a long time. And it was he who helped me bring Lynn over from Taipei. Now she thinks she's in love with another. A poor boy. What can he hope to give her?
His heart. Why does it sometimes seem as though the world conspires to keep lovers apart?
Or brings them together when it's impossible?
There's a man, Catherine, a good man, who for more years than I can count has helped us selflessly, kept our secrets. I know him. I know how gentle and wise he is, and how much he loves his granddaughter. Yet now he is trying to force her to marry a man she does not love.
How could he do that? This is the 20th century. There are no more arranged marriages.
Not in your world or in mine. But Chinatown is another world, apart from both of ours.
How does the girl feel?
She's angry and afraid. She would like to comply with her grandfather's wishes, but her heart is crying out against it.
Would you like me to talk to her, Vincent?
I think Lynn would like that.
Thank you, Mr. Funk. After my parents' death, Mr. Chang paid for my passage from China. He even arranged for my visa. My grandfather feels he owes him a great debt.
Well, indebtedness is one thing. But does that give him the right to choose who you marry?
I wish it were as simple as you make it sound. But you are not Chinese. You don't understand our ways. My grandfather is my only living relation. Everything I've been taught tells me it's my duty to obey him.
I don't think you have to be Chinese to understand that. I felt that way for most of my life. For me, it was my father. He always had very specific ideas about who I should be, what I should do. Until somehow, in ways that I still don't understand, they became my ideas. It took Vincent to show me that the truth is in your heart, and you should follow it.
Wish I could.
Vincent mentioned another young man.
Henry, I don't know how to tell you about him. He's wonderful. He's good, strong, gentle, and he loves me. They beat him last night as a warning to stay away.
Who?
Some gang members hired by Mr. Chang. They broke into his restaurant, destroyed everything.
I can help you do something about that.
Oh, no, Miss Chandler, please. I don't think Henry would want that. We'll be all right.
I know the check's a few days late. Forget it. Come on, man. You have to pay rent, too. Don't look so worried. It's good. At least till Tuesday. Thanks. You've been a good friend, Eddie. More than a good friend. A brother. Whatever happens, I want you to know I appreciate your standing by me like this. Doing here?
Don't worry, we're alone.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Pretty reckless.
Not reckless, I'm in love.
With us, it's almost the same thing.
Not anymore. We're leaving this place tomorrow night.
What are you talking about? Where?
There's this place I know of, a forgotten place that's secret and safe. I've been there only once, but I know its people. One is a very good friend. I'm sure he'll welcome us.
Who is this friend? How come I don't know him?
I can't explain.
Why not?
Because it is truly beyond words. When you meet him, when you see this place, you'll understand. For now, I can only ask you to trust me.
Of course, I trust you.
And meet me at my grandfather's store tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. But you must tell no one.
It sounds like a fairy tale.
Yes, I know.
Thank you, Debbie.
And our next court date for the DeMarco case is the 19th.
Great. That about wraps it up.
What do you know about Chinatown?
Great flick. Okay, Radcliffe, what's the problem?
I'm trying to help a young restaurant owner down there.
He willing to help himself?
I don't know. I'll find out today.
I ever tell you about Jack Milhouse, the guy I went to law school with? Jack was investigating some union busting going on in a Chinatown sweatshop when he disappeared. They found his body in a dumpster off Pell. I worked on that case for over a year. It took me 6 months just to find a witness. Finally found this nice old guy, not afraid of anything. 2 days later, he was hit by a car in front of his market. 10 o'clock in the morning, street packed with people. No one saw a thing.
That was just one case, Joe. This one could be different.
Great Wall's been around China for 2,000 years, Redcliffe. You're not going to tear it down overnight.
No. But I can try to put a hole in it. And one more thing. No one says flick anymore.
Our rules are very strict about who may come down and for what reason.
I know about rules. But what do your rules say about love? Henry is my life. From the moment I first saw him, I knew that he was the only person who could make my life complete. We don't wish to make the tunnels our home. All we ask is that you offer us some sanctuary.
Without your grandfather's approval.
You know my grandfather.
Yes, I know him. And I know that he is also torn.
I'm sorry, Vincent. I love him. And I have always respected his wishes.
but I don't know what else to do. If you turn us away,
I will speak with Father. And I will contact you when I know something. It's all that I can do. How can we possibly deny them?
Well, to begin with, we've never met this Henry Payne. How do we know we can trust him?
Because Lin trusts.
Not to mention the fact that Dr. Wong has expressly forbidden it. Now, we cannot just dismiss his part of this.
Lin is a woman, responsible only to herself. She is not Dr. Wong's possession or any other man's.
But part of that responsibility includes a respect to the man who has done so much, sacrificed so much of himself for her.
So Lin must sacrifice herself? Will the satisfaction from this comfort her during the endless gray years to come? Will it keep her warm on cold nights as she lies beside a man she does not love?
Dr. Wong only wants what is best for Lin.
Only Lin knows what is best for Lin.
Very well, I'll present her case to the council.
There is no longer time for that.
Then, you and I must share the responsibility of our decision.
Thank you, Father.
Identify the man who assaulted you, Henry, and we'll make an arrest. At the very least, we'll get a restraining order.
What good will that do?
It will force them to stop harassing you and the good people of this neighborhood.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing, and I know you're trying to help. But the fact is, you're the outsider here. The police and you lawyers. That's just the way it is.
It doesn't have to be. This restaurant, this block, this neighborhood, it's still part of New York.
No, Miss Chandler. It's Chinatown. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a restaurant to run.
I'll do anything I can to help you and Lynn. If you change your mind.
We'll be okay.
So what did the lady want?
Forget about it. We have to talk.
What's up?
You know, my father owned this place for over 30 years. Struggled his whole life to get ahead. Now business is worse than when he was alive.
We're doing all right.
We're just scraping by. There's a difference.
Henry, what's going on?
I had Mr. Hahn draw up papers today. You know, a contract. I'm signing the place over to you.
Come on, get serious.
I am serious. I withdrew half the account this afternoon. But the books are in order, and there'll be enough money for a while. The restaurant's yours, Eddie, if you want it. I mean, this place is as much yours as it is mine. Hey, we grew up here, both of us. Maybe with me out of the way, Chang will let a couple of customers through.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
I can't tell you. But I'll be in touch as soon as I can.
I don't know what to say.
Just promise me you'll take care of the place. Hey, come on, Eddie. Lynn, what do we...
Grandfather's still awake. We'll have to go around back.
What do you mean? I thought we were leaving.
We are. You'll see. Come on.
Run, Lynn, run!
Get her! I'll take care of her.
Tommy, check over there.
I warned you, Pay, but you were stupid.
The line has been broken. My grandson, Peter, is dead. Nothing we do will bring him back to me. But I want the ears and eyes of Chinatown open. I want Henry Pay found today. 사색을!
Ready?
Hey, did you hear about that Chang murder?
2 minutes ago.
Well, you think this has anything to do with that
I
kid you were so
don't
interested in? What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, you were right. I spent all day yesterday walking up and down Mott Street asking questions. All I got out of it was a pair of sore feet.
I'm not gonna say I told you so.
Yeah, you'll just think it.
Oh, for what it's worth, your buddy Jerry Pahovsky's on the case. If you find out anything, let him know, huh?
Catherine Chandler.
It's Henry Pay. I didn't know who else to call.
Tell me what happened, Henry. Henry, you have to trust me. I can help you.
Lynn talked about some place, a safe place that we could go.
Yeah? Where?
That's just it, I don't know. She was real mysterious. Wouldn't tell me anything except that she had a friend there. I don't don't know who. I was supposed to meet Lynn last night at her grandfather's store. Peter Chang, you found out about it and...
Go on.
He was gonna kill me. I was just protecting myself, I swear.
I believe you. Where are you now?
In Soho.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
No, you don't understand. I'm dead if anyone sees me around here. Half of Chinatown is looking for me. I have to find Lynn.
Okay, can you get uptown?
Yeah, why?
I'll explain when I see you. Meet me on the corner of 51st and Lexington.
Chandler.
Are you all right?
I'm not hurt if that's what you mean. I'd be better if I knew that Lynn was safe.
I'm going to take you to her right now.
You know where she is?
Henry, first there are some things I should tell you about the place we're going. Things you probably won't understand until you see them.
Miss Chandler! I can't believe all this is real.
Believe it.
It's as real as your love.
There's something I have to tell you.
Ah, my dear old friend. Please, try to understand.
Are you aware that Peter Chang was murdered?
He was trying to kill me.
It doesn't matter what he was doing. He's dead. And now Chang Shili won't rest until he tastes revenge. He'll kill you both.
Grandfather, I'm sorry.
You don't know what you've done, child. By coming down here, you've endangered these people.
The responsibility lies with all of us. Henry and Lynn will be safe here.
No one is safe. It's you who don't understand. I mean, the Tong knows about these tunnels. They've been using it for over a century. You'll send down a whole army.
Years ago, when we risked our very lives to walk these foreign streets, our ancestors honeycombed all of Chinatown with tunnels. And we took refuge in those tunnels during times of trouble. Now, those who have betrayed us have taken refuge down there. They think themselves safe from harm. They are wrong. Guns are worse than useless in dark places where the wall press close. We will arm ourselves with weapons of our ancestors and defeat them. Hey, hey. Here, hey, hey. Choose!
And what if there are others down there?
So great. There's only the girl and the dead. Follow me.
I want our fastest runners posted as sentries. Adults only, no children. I don't want to endanger the children. Oh, by the way, are they safely back?
Kipper returned a few minutes ago. He was the last. Mary is with him.
Good. Well, get Winslow and Michael to stay with them as well in case the unthinkable happens. Oh, and tell Pascal I want an all quiet on the pipes. We're going to seal ourselves tight. We'll raise the false walls here, here, and here. Mouse will turn off the lights when the intruders have first been sighted. Let them wander around in the dark for a few hours. Perhaps they'll give up.
You do not know Chang. He's relentless. If he must search a whole year, he will. Till he finds a road down here.
It's me he wants. I'm the one who killed Peter.
Henry, don't leave me.
I have to do something. Don't you understand? This is my fight.
There will be no fight, if we can help it. We'll do everything in our power to avoid bloodshed.
And what if you can't?
This is our home, they threaten. We will do what we must.
You don't know them.
Chang does not know us.
You take Kuo and Chan. Go this way. The rest of you, follow me. It means nothing.
They know we're here.
And we know they are close.
They found our hidden doors and secret passageways. Both groups have penetrated into the lower levels.
Are you sure?
Jamie saw them pass. We've been safe for so long, and now they bring their violence and their hatred to our very home.
have given us no choice.
None.
If I'm not back within the hour, you must flee.
Come back to me, Vincent.
Jan! Jan, where are you?
Like this, son.
It's nothing. An animal. A wild dog that crawls beneath the earth.
That's no dog.
Give us Lindworm! And Henry Payne! And we'll let you live! Spread out, find him, and kill him!
Thank you.